Yo, what is poppin', guys? We are finally back with another video. It's been like a month. Also, you're gonna have to excuse like the Minecraft gameplay in the background. It's just there because I have no idea what else to put in the background of my videos. If you have a suggestion, leave it down below, because Minecraft is gonna have to do for now. Okay, so today we'll be making a beat for A Whole Lotta Red by Playboicarti, and if you don't know what that is, you probably don't know who Playboicarti is either, but it's basically his upcoming album, which I guess doesn't actually have a release date yet and just has been teased for a while. So like I've listened to a bunch of the leaks and stuff, and the beats are always like just out there, and they're like weird sounding but at the same time fire, so that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. This video may just possibly be an excuse to make another Pierre Bourne type beat. Okay, but enough talking, let's get into it. Okay, so I started off with this instrument in Nexus. It's supposed to be a flute. It really doesn't sound like a flute. If you could see what I did, I made notes that extend far, and I made little notes, and this makes it glide. Like this instrument can glide, so that's exactly what happens if I play it right now. Okay, so I did add some effects to this flute. So what I did, I added reverb just to make it sound wide. I added ozone imager to make it sound even wider. And I added an EQ just where it was like clashing with the other melodic instruments. Okay, next up we got another lead sound that is the exact same pattern as before. And I just threw camel space on it and an EQ to get rid of some of the harsh frequencies. The camel space is just give it that vibe. Like you really just gotta try out camel space. You don't really know what you're missing until you try it. Okay, finally, we got a bell sound from Nexus that is just doing like this arpeggiated pattern right here. And these effects are how I got to sound like this. First, I put camel space on. That's like the most effect. It like makes a gate, if you know what gating means. And then I put reverb on it to make it more spacey. And then delay just to make it even more spacey, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. Okay, now onto the 808. I have two patterns, and in both of them, it just basically follows the root note of the melodies I made earlier. There's really nothing else to it. I'll admit it's kind of like the generic bounce in like a Pierre Bourne type beat, or I guess a Playboicarti type beat, but that means I'm doing my job right. Okay, so now for the rest of the drums, we will start with the hi-hat. These are just dead simple. Like, not as simple as they could be, but they're pretty close to as simple as they can be. For the clap, I just used the Pierre clap and pitched it up like 2 semitones, I think. And now I use this snare in the place of where an open hat would normally go, but in the end, trust me, it works. And finally, the open hat, actually. And finally, to top it off, I got these 2 extra sound effects. I've used these in other videos before, I'm pretty sure, but here they are. Now I'm going to explain my arrangement. So what I did, I made it drop right into the beat, but only for 4 bars. And after that 4 bars, the melody gets halftime. There's no drums anymore. And it goes on for another 8 bars until it just drops into the beat normally. And then it's just normal arrangement. For the end of the beat, I just did a fade out with all the drums going and the melody being half-timed once again. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you don't know how to do a fade out, please do not automate the master volume knob or slider, whatever it is. Put a fruity balance on the master channel and then automate that. It's much cleaner. See, Zigified spitting these tips. That's why you gotta subscribe. Please, bro. Okay, finally, I'm gonna be giving you a mixing pointer. I know I normally don't because I can't mix very well, but in a playboicarti beat, for a whole lot of red, the 808 gotta be hitting hard. So what I did after my final mix, I pushed the 808 up 2 decibels, but then in exchange I had to lower the master channel -2, or else it'll be clipping. That's just a little tip. Before we get into the final beat, you could follow me on Instagram or Twitter. I'm desperate, bro. But if you like my stuff, give me a follow. And speaking of liking my stuff, watch my other beat making videos. I'll drop a playlist down below. But here is the final beat.